Once text is placed into a design, often is the case that you will need to come back and make some sort of edits to that existing text. This can range anywhere from adding or removing text, fixing misspellings, as well as changing the properties of text. So let's jump into MicroStation, where we are going to use the Find and Replace utility to quickly find a text error in a detail. Continuing in the proposed restaurant DGN file, from the Annotate tab of the text ribbon group, let's go ahead now and select the Edit Text tool. So our first task here is to edit the turnaround circles. So here we're going to select the 762 millimeter turnaround multi-line text that we placed in one of the restrooms. The text editor opens with the highlighted text string. In the text editor, let's click in after the last word, around, and then type in parentheses, TYP, period. Then, we'll issue a data point within the view to accept and commit this change to the selected text. Let's go ahead and repeat this step for the turnaround circle in the other restroom. Then, we'll issue a data point within the view to accept and commit this change to the selected text. Now that we finished our task of editing the turnaround circles, we're now going to place door type IDs. For this, we'll make the Place Active Cell tool active. In the Tool Settings window, let's click the Browse Cells icon. From here, we'll attach the cell library, building, doors, windows, if necessary. Then, we'll make the door type ID the active cell for placement. Coming back into the Tool Settings window, let's ensure that the X and Y scale are set to 1.0 and that mirror is disabled. Now that our tool is set, we can place cells at the restroom doors and at the lobby door. You will find that the Edit Text tool can edit text elements inside of a cell without the need to drop the complex status. So here, our task is to edit the door type IDs. From the ribbon, we'll select the Edit Text tool, and then we can identify one of the cells that we placed by the restroom door. As can be seen, the text editor opens with the highlighted text. Here, we'll change this to 2. We'll repeat this for the other restroom. Now that we're finished with the restroom door type IDs, we're going to select the door type ID cell representing the lobby waiting area. We'll change this text to 4. Our next task here involves switching to a different DGN file. Here, we have the Elevation Details DGN file open. This can be found in the 08 Annotating Designs folder. We'll start work here in this DGN file by opening up the Models dialog. From here, let's double-click the Building Codes model to make it the active model. Here, our first task will be to change the Building Codes text to uppercase. That being said, let's select the Edit Text tool and identify this body of text. The text editor opens with the highlighted text. From here, we'll right-click into the text editor where the highlighted text is, and then choose from the contextual menu, Change Case, All Upper. Now we're going to spell check the building codes. So, along the icon bank of the text editor, we'll select the spell check icon. The first item that is found happens to be an acronym. You can add acronyms or any word that you wish to your personal spelling library. For this, we are going to click Ignore until the spell checker displays Forda. Clearly, this is a misspelling. Like most word processor applications, a list of suggested words display. Now, this error occurs several times for this note. Within the Check Spelling dialog, along the bottom, let's click Change All. All instances of Florida are corrected. The next misspelling is displayed. Let's click Ignore until the spell checker displays Disabilities. For this, we will select the appropriate spelling of the word disabilities and then click Change. So now let's data point into the view to commit the changes. Let's open the Models dialog. From here, we'll double-click the Door Types model to make it active. The door frame thickness has changed, and we need to update the detailed text to reflect this change. This text that needs to be updated occurs several times in this note. Instead of manually searching for every instance and then correcting it, we can use the Find Replace Text tool. This allows us to edit multiple text elements in the design in one action. So, from the Annotate tab, in the text ribbon group, let's click the Split button down arrow. Split buttons contain a set of tools in a drop-down list. There is also an icon of the active tool on the left side of the drop-down arrow. Clicking the icon activates that particular tool. If you select any other tool from the drop-down list, the selected tool replaces the active tool. From this list, let's select Find Replace Text. As can be seen, the Find Replace Text dialog opens. So we're going to change the gauge of the door frames. From here, we'll type into the Find field 14 GA. Then in the Replace field, we'll type in 16 GA. So now let's click the Find button. The utility will find any instance of text that contains 14 GA. Let's click the Replace button now. And we're going to continue doing this until all instances of the 14 GA have been replaced. When the search is complete, a message will appear. So from here, we're going to enable Restore Original View and then click OK. In this lesson, you learned how to make edits to existing text, fix misspellings, and how to use the Find and Replace utility to quickly find an error.
If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. If you want to see more such series, consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you, and see you next time.